Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just bumping into this channel for the very first time and you see my face for the very first time, my name is Musiso Slicer. And if you'd like to become my bestie, please do hit the subscribe button. And if you're a regular and you've been watching my cringe content for the longest time, thank you for coming back. So the last video was very cringe and just downright not okay. I should not have uploaded that. I did mention that I am trying to showcase more of my personality, because I do have it inside, but it's locked away and I don't know how to bring it out. I'm just so shy and so self-aware, but that's what I'm trying to do with these videos. So today we are reacting to Am I the A-hole post from Reddit, and I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit better than the last time because I'm feeling confident a bit for some reason. So let's get into it. Okay, so I am shooting this on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas. I'm definitely gonna upload it tomorrow, so Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching this right now. I feel so self-conscious. Am I the a-hole for being upset that my mother-in-law told my 7-year-old that Santa doesn't exist? My husband and I let my son spend the night with my in-laws last night. He called me this afternoon and said, "Grandma said that Santa isn't real." He asked her why she said that, and she said it is really your mommy and daddy that buy you. Why would you do that to a 7-year-old? I was devastated, but was sure that there was some sort of misunderstanding on his part. When I asked her about it, she said, "Well, I don't believe in lying to children. He shouldn't believe in Jesus. Or he should believe in Jesus, not Santa." I was floored and so upset. She was more worried about herself and fulfilling her own needs, wanting to have a closeness with him beyond the closeness he has with us. I am so upset for so many reasons, but mostly because my son still wanted to believe. I am also mad at myself for trusting her with my most precious. Okay, Mom, can I ask you something? So someone posted me, are they wrong for being upset? Santa exists? Is it wrong that, let's say, and we've been doing this tradition of just like gifts, and then mommy said Santa exist when believe Jesus and not Santa. Do you think the grandmother is wrong for doing that?
No, the grandmother is 110% right, because she's telling the child of which vele uJesu endleleni, so ufuneka umtshela iqiniso.
Okay, but
ahlala ziqinisa ukuthi uSanta akekho and Christmas uJesu azange azalwa ngeChristmas.
Okay, leave the other things.
But they right, utshela umntana iqiniso angamkhohlisa angamqambela amanga, kuzoqhubeka kube i-tradition yamanga from generation to generation. Ugogo ukhuluma iqiniso.
Okay. I should have not asked an African mother this question. Because this is American affairs, but okay. Yeah, it's an American.
But still, no more South Africa, no more Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Go to Santa Aleko and Santa.
Okay.
And
but there's nothing harmful.
Right, atshela umzukulu iqiniso. Umzukulu akhula lazi iqiniso. Umzukulu angazutshela abantwana abakhamba ngalo kwathi uSanta waleka president walona.
Okay, Mom. Okay. Okay, someone in the comment section said, not the a-hole. So the mother-in-law's beliefs are okay, but a kid's are not. Tell your child that some grown-ups don't believe in Santa, but he visits all those who do believe. Get the child of the mother-in-law, your partner, to tell her to keep her views on this and perhaps a few other things too to herself. Personally, okay, this is from an atheist. Personally, as an atheist, I'd be having a fortnight conversation about belief systems and pushing one onto a kid. But if you have faith and or you were raised with one, this may not be your preference. So I genuinely think this is really not that big of a deal. I mean, the grandmother, as my mother said, is not wrong from an African person's perspective, because Americans are crazy. But there was really nothing wrong with the grandmother telling the kid, which like Santa is not real. I'm agreeing with you. Jeez, there was really nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, I feel like this is just a 7-year-old kid, and it won't hurt to just keep the tradition going for just a little. I mean, come on, just a few more years until the kid is able to understand. I'm done. I'm leaving this. I would say you're not the a-hole, and this is really not that big of a deal, but yeah, I rest my case. Am I the a-hole for ruining an autistic child and their family's movie experience? I work at a movie theater, and one of my employees told me that there was a complaint of a child being on a tablet with the brightness high in the front row. The employee noticed that there were seats open in the back with nobody besides them, so they asked him to move. Typically, we would ask them to leave, but the mother said their child was autistic and needed the tablet. Once they were moved to the back row, we did not get any more complaints. However, the mother came up to me after the movie looking as if she was expecting some sort of compensation. She was unhappy her family was moved to the back because her daughter can only see the movie in the front row. I explained that I understood her situation, but no screens in the movie is just our policy. Our theater offers sensory-friendly showings, and she asked if this was her only option in the future. I said if her daughter needs to be on the tablet, yes. I'm still feeling a bit bad for not giving her any sort of compensation. What kind of compensation were you supposed to give? But I find it a little entitled, especially given that we have sensory-friendly showings for this exact reason. Definitely not the a-hole. The mother is very, very, very entitled, because you could have just kicked them out since that's what you're required to do as an employee there. But then you showed them grace and moved them at the back of the theater. Someone said, not the a-hole. If the daughter can only see a movie in the front row, then the tablet is unnecessary. If a tablet at full brightness is needed to entertain a child at a movie theater, the child needs to stay home. Exactly. The child needs to stay home, or the mother needs to find a sensory-friendly showing. Next time, eject them from the theater and offer a refund for complimentary tickets. Exactly. If you know that your child is autistic and they need a tablet to keep them entertained, why bring them to the movies in the first place? It just doesn't make sense. Am I the a-hole for being upset my boyfriend chose to change his Christmas plans for his family at the last minute? So I'm a 24-year-old and I'm dating Nick, which is a fake name, who is 25 years old. We have been together for 1.5 years and we live together. We have talked about marriage and the future. So the story is we decided to spend Thanksgiving with his family, and in return we would spend Christmas with my family. The deal was that we would spend Christmas Eve afternoon through the morning after the Christmas with my family. Last night, the night before Christmas Eve, he said that he would not be coming as planned and would pop in on Christmas. I was extremely upset and we argued over the phone. He said he will prioritize his family until we are married. I think this is ridiculous and I should be at least equal to his family. For context, he is very close with his parents and they have a lot of sway. After Nick said this, the conversation went downhill and I hung up. I ended up texting him trying to explain why I was upset, but he didn't see what he did as wrong. So am I the a-hole for being upset that my boyfriend chose to change his Christmas plans for his family at the last minute. Personally, I would say that you are not the a-hole, because number one, it is very, very wrong for someone to just change plans that quickly without even speaking to you, now my last minute. It just doesn't make any sense. And regarding this whole issue of him prioritizing his family, I mean, you're his girlfriend and he wants to marry you in the future. I don't know what to say on that, but let's look at the comments. Okay, so someone said, so you had plans for at least a month, a compromise arrangement, and he literally changed them. I do think that's a red flag that you need to seriously analyze. I definitely think so. If you had not had an agreement and he said he wants to spend Christmas with his family versus, I would say, you have just one type of problem, but now you have two. The first problem is that he is choosing not to spend the holidays with you, the person he is supposedly committed to and building a future with. Exactly. That's problem number one, definitely, because it shows where his priorities lie. If he wanted to, he would. The second problem is that he doesn't keep his commitments. How will that fly in years to come? Saying he will do so after you are married is a clear indication that he does not value you currently. So you should just break up with him. Tell him to stay with his family on Christmas and not ruin your family holiday, and make an exit plan. The guy isn't mature enough, or maybe isn't the right guy for you, for your future. I definitely agree with this person. This guy is definitely not matured emotionally, and he is showing very clear signs of that he just does not care about this girl. So I think the safest option is to exit one before you get yourself into a marriage where he keeps on doing this and over prioritizing other people over you, and this doesn't gel.
Okay, so I just realized, Oguti, I didn't film like an outro for this video because I literally forgot. Please don't mind the way that I look. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached this point, and I really tried this time. Like I really tried. It was hard, but I tried. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and I will see you in my next vlog, and in my next video, and Merry Christmas.